past few years. But Alabama has had a leader who has risen to the challenge at every point. You all know the enormous strides that she has taken our state. But just for a few, she enacted Alabama's 2 economic incentive programs, the Alabama Jobs Act and the Growing Alabama Act. For the first time in our state's history, these acts incentivized the growth of technology companies and businesses owned by women and minorities. Alabama is consistently recognized as having some of the best incentives in the country, as well as one of the best business climates, and Governor Ivey has been the driving force behind both. As a result of her efforts, her leadership, Alabama has one of the strongest economies in the United States of America, intentionally designed to elevate our people and our communities. She also created the Alabama Innovation Commission, which was tasked with providing strategies for how to build a robust and resilient economy. Her establishing the Innovation Commission is the type of creative leadership that is transforming Alabama's economy. She also set an early goal of bridging the state's digital divide, particularly when it comes to providing rural broadband access. She established the Alabama Digital Expansion Authority, which developed the state connectivity plan, which has guided our broadband development, leading to Alabama going up more than 10 spots in the national broadband connectivity rankings. Other states are now following our lead on broadband connectivity. So, in conclusion, you are asking, what are you saying, Kathy? Well, what I'm saying is this. Kay Ivey has set a new standard of leadership for governors across the country. She has raised the bar for all future Alabama governors. She's the most popular governor in the entire South. She's tough, she's focused, and she has dedicated and continues to dedicate her entire life to Alabama's people and Alabama's progress. For all of these reasons and so many others, the state of Alabama on this election day, this historic election day, has recognized that we have a true leader, a trusted leader, a transcendent leader. And the people have spoken with a resounding vote of confidence in her leadership for 4 more years. She is going to lead us, as she says, where we've never gone before. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the great governor of the great state of Alabama, Kay Ivey.
What a great crowd tonight. Thank you so much. Y'all, we did it! How can I tell you how proud I am to be with all of you tonight to celebrate this hard-fought victory. But let me tell you this, it could not have happened without each and every one of you here, and each one and everyone that's watching us from at home tonight. You made this happen. Your thoughts, your prayers, your support, and your votes allowed us to claim victory tonight, a re-election for 4 more years as the governor of the great state of Alabama. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. I thank you so much. For over a year now, it's been a hard-fought campaign from the Republican primary to the general election. And I appreciate all of my opponents who wanted to serve Alabama and stepped forward. Tonight, our voters have spoken loud and clear about their support for our conservative record for results. And it's a record I'm sure proud of too. But y'all, there's more work to be done. And as we look toward the coming years, we need to reflect on things that we've accomplished in the last 4 years. We've delivered the lowest unemployment rate in the state's history. So far, we've created some 65,000 plus jobs and counting, and received some $32 billion with a B dollars in business investments. We will continue to recruit outstanding firms and businesses to come to our state with good paying jobs for our state too. And whether people realize it or not, nearly every part of the world is touched by something that was made right here in Alabama. Automobiles, aerospace, and shipping. Truly, Alabama touches and leaves its mark on air, land, and sea. We have delivered historic investments in our state's infrastructure so we can keep our roads and bridges safe and dependable. And y'all, I've made it my mission as governor going forward to put a renewed emphasis on our education system, from our earliest learners to those in our K through 12 schools and our students attending post-secondary institutions. We're investing a record amount of funds towards our educational institutions, investments that will lead to real, meaningful changes that will benefit our students and teachers for years and decades to come. We provided the highest pay for our most valuable asset in education, our teachers. And yes, I'm going to fight every day to continue making Alabama the best state in America to live, work, raise a family, and yes, play football. We know how it's done here in Sweet Home, Alabama, and we're going to stay with it and stay at it. Tonight, we celebrate. Tomorrow, it's back to work. And I look forward to working with everybody to ensure that our next 4 years are even brighter than the last 4. Tomorrow, we begin to set the highest expectations and standards for America so that we can become not just the premier destination for growth in our region, but the entire world. And under my leadership, Alabama's government will always reflect the values of Alabamians: life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, opportunity, from the Gulf of Mexico to the Tennessee River. Folks, there's no doubt that the best is yet to come, because we all know there's no step too high for a high stepper. Thank you. Have a good night. And may God continue to bless each of you and the great state of Alabama.
They were, Stephen. They told me that they were feeling very good about these results, and they expected her speech tonight to be a victory speech. And as the governor mentioned tonight, she said that the voters have spoken loud and clear. She says, tonight you celebrate, tomorrow the work starts again. She says more work needs to be done, but she did tout again that under her leadership, the state has had the lowest unemployment rate in the state's history. She did go on to say that she will continue to recruit businesses to the state with good paying jobs, and she says that her mission as governor is to put a renewed interest in the state's education system, and that will lead to real meaningful changes in education for the students in the state. Again, she said that she was very thankful, and she thanked her supporters here and everyone who voted for her. She says that this has been a hard-fought campaign here, but again, this is something that her campaign expected from the very beginning. They told me they were feeling really good about this, so getting that call just right after 7 o'clock, right after the polls closed, was something that was expected here. Stephen and Brenda.
Watch my camera. Watch my camera.